In today's video, we're going over the 3 most important singles tactics principles. That's right, I'm putting all my best stuff out there. Be sure to subscribe. Here we go. Okay, the first thing we're going to talk about is consistency. And I know you've heard me harp on that a lot, but don't miss. The reason there's so many unforced errors in tennis is a couple reasons. There's a couple big ones. Basically, one, fractions of a degree with the racket face make a huge difference in the direction of the ball. That's number one. Number two is that you don't get to see your target in tennis. So in other words, it's not like you're lining up you're not shooting something through a sight. Your target is the ball. Where the ball goes is a secondary target, which you don't get to see. So you're essentially blind when you play tennis. Now, that being said, most people aren't blind, unfortunately. They pull their head up and want to look at their target before they hit it. So I'm going to go big target. I'm going to really try to keep my head down at contact with this ball. I'm going to trust that the ball goes in. I'm going to not trust contact, but I'm going to trust the target of where it goes. Keep your head down. And I missed. But I'm happy with that point. One, I missed long. If you're gonna make unforced errors, long is the best one you can make. That could have hit the line. He has to pick up the ball after the point. By the way, I'm trying not to grunt. I know you guys get annoyed when I grunt in these mic'd up sessions. Trying not to grunt. But then people ask me, well then, if placement doesn't matter, what does matter? Ball striking matters. You don't have to be a massive muscular person to hit hard. You understand fundamentals, and you're loose and relaxed, and you understand ball striking, you could be older, you could be smaller, and you can hit a big enough ball where you should be able to rally with most people. If you hit a ball down the middle of the court and it's deep and someone puts it away, they're just better than you. It's not because you hit the ball to them, it's because your rally ball wasn't good enough. Yep. The problem is a lot of people get in those situations and they may end up making their target smaller and guiding the ball more and create more errors. They reach in that sense. And the actual way you need to be reaching is to hitting a bigger ball. So, pace over place. All right, down 6-5, I gotta focus here. Doesn't matter though, it's irrelevant. I'm gonna be relaxed. Keep my head down at the hit. Out. I'm gonna try to hit a big quality ball. The only time in tennis you're really hitting winners is high, short, mid-court balls, high, easy volleys. Out. At the very most, you're hoping for forced errors. I'm not worried about my opponent. This is an internal game right now. Tactics and strategy is simple. Don't miss. If I lose, most likely I will have beaten myself. So you see the points I'm trying to get here? Great play by my opponent there to play that approach deep up the line. That's the number 2 thing we're going to talk about is mid-court wisdom. Mid-court wisdom is knowing the difference between a put away and an approach shot. So handling an approach different from a put away is something that really needs to be done in practice. How do you approach? You plant your feet, you stop, you hit a winner. The put away, you move through, you transition. Practice that enough in practice. Make sure when you practice approach shots, they're being representative of approach shots. They're lower, they're shorter, you're running to get to them. And then make sure when you're practicing putaways, they're representative as a putaways, high, easy sitter balls. Notice that last error I made was long. Have someone chart your match. If you're just missing long, you're gonna miss. We already talked about that. And even that ball there, I hit it hard. I didn't hit it specific. In fact, I pulled it a little wider than I would have liked to. You're gonna accomplish more with ball speed than with proximity from your opponent. Again, that was a little lower. Maybe you move up faster than I do. You could have got that high, would have been an angle put away. But I'm staying within myself on those shots. And this is something very developmental. You look at a player like Andy Roddick, who tried to learn to approach late in his career. It was very difficult because you have to develop these instincts to do the right thing. It's starting to rain here. I might have to take this down. In fact, I think I'm going to before it gets bad. Okay, last one, minimum serve speed. Don't say you're not strong enough to hit a good enough serve. Can you hit a hard enough serve to at least not get attacked? So I'm gonna use no muscle here. Just gonna let my arm flop. Anyone can hit a serve at least this hard. Okay. That goes back to that mid-court wisdom. Obviously I had to make a tough volley, but anyways, I barely used any muscle on that serve. Do you have the fundamentals? Do you have a continental grip? Is your racket passing over your head? You can't naturally let your body fully uncoil if you're not on at least something close to a continental grip. So let's review. Consistency. In return, I'm gonna keep my head down. I'm gonna hit deep to cross court to a 25% of the court target. Hopefully get some pace on it. I'm gonna do that same thing, by the way, for all the following ground strokes. Yeah. So going back, number 2. Mid-court wisdom, understanding that you're not going to win every shot up at the net. You're going to win 2 out of 3 and dominate. So am I going to let that happen and then stop going to the net? No. Come on. Anyways, thanks for watching. The rain's coming back. I'm gonna have to turn this thing off. Be more consistent. Learn to play the mid-court and work on your serve. That's your goal this month, next couple months. And I guarantee it's gonna make you a better tennis player. See, that's what happens when I try not to grunt for you guys. Start missing.